Hey 1DREAM family, today I'm going to be putting you through an injury prevention workout just to give you some different techniques, some different exercises that you can do to strengthen the muscles around your knees and your shoulders so we can stay safe, healthy, and injury free. Alright, so for most of our exercises we're going to need a mini band. You can get this at Walmart, Target, Dick's, wherever you have it. They're cheap, they come with different resistance, so just get one that fits you. You're going to put this right above your knees, and the first exercise we're going to be doing is just single leg external rotations. So when you're doing this, it's mindful to keep the leg that's not moving stable, and the leg that's working, you're in an athletic stance and the knee is just slightly going out and you're firing that glute. Alright, so these are single leg external rotations. You'll do 15 on the right side, then you'll switch, do 15 on the left. Again, feet shoulder width apart. That leg that is not working is staying stable. Remember not to let it buckle in. Alright, we want those glutes firing and just external rotation out. 15 right, 15 left. Then you're going to do double external rotations. So again, athletic stance, knees and ankles, shoulders width apart, and you're just both rotating out right there. 15 of those. And really, you should be isolating those glutes and getting those fired up. Okay, so continuing on with the glute activation, you can put the mini band above your knees, like Julie has it, or right around those ankles. The ankles is going to provide more resistance. So if your glutes aren't very strong, I suggest going above the knees. If you've been doing this for a while, go above the ankles. And you're just going to work on your side steps. So it's here, just about a foot outside your box here. Again, that left leg is staying stable, and you'll do 15 to the side, then you got 15 diagonally back, and then you got 15 all the way back, going straight back. Once you switch 15, 15, 15, you'll go left leg, 15, diagonally back, 15, and then straight back, 15. Okay, this next exercise was a staple at my time at Tennessee. We did it before every single practice and every single weightlifting session. So we call them the clamshells. And basically, you're lying on your side. You want your body in a straight line. All right, so knees, hips, shoulders, everything's in a straight line. You got the band around your knees, and you're just clamshells up. You can have your heels connected at the back, or you can have your heels not connected, and you'll get a little bit more extension and range of motion. So again, 15 here, you can go clamshells with the heels connected, or without, you'll do 15, flip it over. Again, that body's in a straight line, knees, hips, shoulders, really activating and isolating that glute. 15 there. All right, the next exercise we'll be doing is bridges. So these are two-legged bridges, and you're just focusing on firing that posterior chain. So your hamstrings, your glutes, keeping that core tight, okay? And you're just powering up, all right? So it's slow and steady. There's no need to go super fast. Let that muscle work, not the momentum. And again, you want to fire everything from your hamstring to your glutes, keeping those hips up, keeping that core tight. You'll do 15 of these. Then once you get done with those 15, you'll hold it at the top, and then you'll do your V outs, okay? Again, don't let your butt begin to sag. Keep that butt lifted, those hips high, that whole posterior chain locked in and tight, and you're just focusing on getting those knees out, really forcing those glutes to work. Okay, so up until this point, we've really been isolating the glutes, and now we're going to focus on isolating those hamstrings. So you can get a chair, you can get a bench, a sofa, whatever you've got. You want that heel at the edge of the bench. Your opposite leg, your non-working leg, is straight in the air, and you're firing through to bridge up. So single leg bridges, and everything is tight. That entire hamstring is getting worked and isolated. that non-working leg straight in the air. Again, keep those hips high, that core tight, that hamstring activated. You got 15 there. You'll switch it. Non-working leg straight in the air, foot pointed towards you, and you're bridging up, single leg bridges. You'll do 15 of these. Really work that hamstring. All right. After your 15 single leg bridges, you'll go into a 30-second static hold. So again, heels on the end of the bench, and you're bridging up. You'll feel it in your entire posterior chain here. So hamstrings, glutes, keep that core tight, keep those hips up and raised. You don't want to begin to sag. All right, really force those muscles to work. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can go here, okay? That's a 30-second static hold. Okay, so the final lower body exercise that we're going to work on is focusing on loosening those hips. All right, so as an athlete, all of our movements are through our hips and our core. So we want to make sure that those two areas are tight. We've been focusing on strengthening our quads and our hamstrings and our VMO, and now we want to work on the mobility of our hips. So we're going to do hip rotations, internal and external. So you can grab a wall, feet are shoulder width apart, and you're just working on going over an imaginary hurdle. So if we're doing internal first, this leg is kicking back, you're tightening that glute, and you're bringing that foot up and over. So again, leg going back, tightening that glute, rotating that hip over. Notice I'm not turning my entire body when I try to come over. I'm really working on keeping my torso straight and going up and over that imaginary hurdle. So you got 15 there. You'll switch legs, go left, internal rotation, kick that leg back, up and over, kick that back, up and over. All right, for internal, what did we just do?
Internal.
Internal. So now we're going external. Same thing, we're just going out now. All right, again, feet shoulder width apart, torso staying straight to the wall, hip up and over. Drive that knee up and get that over that imaginary hurdle. So if we go left leg, yeah, drive that knee up first, Jilly. Like a high knee, yep, good. Drive it up, yep. You can see Jilly's hips are kind of rotating out.
Oh, sorry.
You want to keep, there we go. So you will do those hip rotations to keep that your hips loose and mobile. Everything that we do as athletes is out of that athletic stance, okay? So everything's hip focused, making sure that that's mobile and strong. All right, the last exercise that we'll be doing is just focusing on the shoulder stability. So the two most common injuries that female basketball players have is obviously with our knees, and we deal with a lot of torn labrums. So just something that we did in college. You're in that push-up plank position, and you really want to just it's lowering those shoulder blades and then just kind of pushing them back up. So again, just working on that shoulder stability. Your core is tight, your hips are up, and it's slow and steady, okay? It's not a push-up. I'm not going down with my elbows. My elbows have a slight bend in them, and I'm working on lowering that scapula and then firing it back up. So Jilly, if you can do it real fast, and I'll show where to focus on. So push-up plank. If you come, Emma, you can see there's a pinch along here. These are the muscles that you really want to work. Get your hips up, Jilly. Good. Down and up. Good. Good. Focusing on these muscles right here, making sure that our shoulders are stable and able to do what we need them to do. All right, so that's your injury prevention workout. All the exercises that you need, you have. Please incorporate this into a weekly schedule, at least 3 to 4 times a week, just so that we can give you all the preventative work possible. Again, we're keeping those muscles around the knee strong, your quads, your hamstrings, your VMO, making sure our shoulders are stable, making sure that we're able to perform to the best of our abilities with no injuries. All right, 1Dream family, hope to see you guys soon. Love y'all.